Hello, this is our business idea presentation for Entrepreneurship 5000. My name is Stephanie Jones, and my group members are Austin Williams, Will Overton, and Ryan Nasbitt. Starting off with our 5 finalist business ideas that we came up with as a team. The first of which is an idea that I came up with on my own. It's a wine and flower gift box. Um, and this is a product in which you would receive a bottle of wine in the same box as a set assortment of the same flower type, because there's science behind pairing flowers because of the smell with certain types of wine to enhance both the flavor and scents. And I just thought that was a really kind of cool niche and takeaway on personalized wines and personalized flowers, because both are kind of growing right now and no product like this exists on the market. And this would be an excellent thing to give as a gift for like a husband to a wife, or for, wedding guests, or a business event as a souvenir or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And so the next one that we had was a digital piano stand for sheet music. And once again, this is something that I had from my own personal experience, where a lot of people, if you're a musician, you know that when you're playing music, a lot of times you have music on a piano stand or whatever kind of stand it is that you're playing. So it's difficult to flip through the different pages that you are at and trying to play at the same time. So it's just really difficult. So a digital piano stand would make it a lot easier to have right in front of your face. You wouldn't have to worry about flipping pages, um, but you can have a profile with it that you can download music to, so that you can have the music right there where you're at. So if you go to a different location that has a different piano stand, then you can also download it to that one and just play the music where you're at from any location, really.
And then next we had a idea to build shipping container homes. So taking old shipping containers and building either homes or offices out of them. It'd be really easy to move, and it'd be easy to build them in-house and then ship them out to customers, and be able to really create a lot of them. And I think that there would be a demand for them as well.
The next idea we had then is to create an app to find and rate mechanics or contractors. So this comes from the frustration of when something breaks down or you need something done in your home, of knowing who can you reach out to. Often we will go and we'll network, but if you're new to an area, you're not necessarily going to know who you can reach out to or who's trusted in the area. So by building that app, it gives you an opportunity to find local individuals who are around your area. And then it gives you an opportunity to rate them, similar to other sites where you can rate them, like an Uber. It gives them the opportunity, so you can then recommend. And so when you go out to the site, it's just an easier way and more convenient. We would then give that opportunity to have those companies give us back a kickback for referring individuals to them. The other idea is to create an app for custom alterations. So this comes from personal experience of being a short guy myself. Often I find that clothes at normal retail stores, they won't fit lengthwise for arms and for legs. So often I have to go and find someone to alter the clothes or leave the clothes as is. Also, and my personal experience, when I went out to try and find a company or asked them, hey, would you be willing to alter my clothes? Often they told me if I'm ordering online, the answer was no, I'd have to find a company. And I found one company out there that would actually cater to that need. But when I went and bought the clothes, they tend to be a little more pricey. And at the end, the quality of the product wasn't as nice as I was looking for. So again, with this idea, it's having that app to where you can find a local individual, to where you can order online, use the app. It could be shipped to that individual, or they can alter the clothes and you can go and you can pick it up from the individual. Again, it's just a way to try and make it a little more convenient, helping local businesses and making it convenient for you as the individual to have a place where you can have your clothes shipped to, where they can be altered to the length that you're looking for.
After we all discussed our ideas that we all came up with on our own and then collaborated with each other to come up with our 5 finalists, a few things really stuck out to us about what we learned throughout this experience with each other. And the first one at the top says collaboration fosters creativity. Through the use of talking with each other, we were able to ask each other questions about our ideas that, at least for me and my own, I really hadn't thought of. When I was, envisioning everything, I thought I had covered all my bases. But by speaking with my group members, they made it apparent that I hadn't. And so I think that by collaborating, we're able to come up with better ideas, bounce off of one another, and it just makes for a really rich discussion. The second of which that we learned is through the use of criticism, more ideas are able to flow freely because you're forced to think in a more problem solving and critical manner. When you're forced when you're forced to hear someone critique your idea, your brain starts firing off to solve that problem. And so without criticism and brainstorming, we wouldn't be able to think this critically and come up with these wonderful and innovative ideas. And it goes off of the lean startup, how it really emphasizes how traditional brainstorming with only positive feedback, don't hurt anybody's feeling, is ineffective. And without all of these, free flowing ideas that were still respectful but critiquing, we wouldn't have been able to get as far as we did. And then the last thing that we learned, I found a really great quote that encapsulates what we learned in this, and that is live in the future and then build what's missing in the present. And I feel like that was a common thing for all of us. We have things in our own lives that are missing. The digital piano stand, the clothing alteration company, great examples. There's things that we're missing in the present, and we're trying to create it in the future so that those problems go away.
Perfect. Yeah, so we all did learn a lot from this experience. Now, there were a couple other ideas that we did consider, most of which we didn't choose, mostly because of either competition, that there were a lot of other companies that had similar products, or the difficulty of how to create this solution to these problems that we've encountered. So the first is a consulting firm that helps small businesses obtain insurance. Along with that, there's a Bluetooth controlled air vent for specific cars. There's a wireless charger that's incorporated into a monitor stand itself. On top of that, a built-in car air freshener. Uh, on top of that, there's a mechanical glove that does help give strength to those that do have arthritis and continue building the strength in their hands or wherever it is that they have these issues. Um, and then there was so there's products in the medical field that have been used and sterilized, but it was one of the issues again there that's another idea that we considered. And then there was a rotating steamer that we also did consider.
And then we had a bar to go. So it was basically like HelloFresh, just for cocktails. That would be delivered to you with instructions on how to make them. And the combined washer and dryer, so you could wash and dry your clothes in the same machine, save space. And then we had a portable air purifier, just basically a small air purifier that you could take with you anywhere that you need it. And then camper van conversion kits. So basically just getting all the materials and instructions on how to convert a van into a camper. And then we had a greenhouse or garden space rental. So basically just a garden that people would be able to rent out a space and plant whatever vegetables or fruits that they want there. And then we would take care of the watering the day to day, and they could harvest those vegetables. And then an app providing outdoor education, so people could just learn how to get out in the outdoors, go camping, or do whatever activities that they would want to in the outdoors. And then sustainable home remodeling, so remodeling homes using building scraps from old construction projects and just basically reusing materials. And that was basically all of our business ideas that we had. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.